You can donate on your phone and watch on your computer, but now's the time to find that second device or pull up another window. Sure. Great. Sure. Hey, who's ready for take two? Hey friends, our virtual event is beginning in 10 minutes. This is a great time for you to test your tech setup. You're going to need two screens, one to watch the live stream on this website, and then the second to participate in the giving portion of the evening. You can donate on your phone and watch on your computer. Now is the time to find that second device or pull up another window to get registered to donate. We'll be with you shortly. To register to donate, all you have to do is go to https://homeforeveryone.ggo.bid. That's https://homeforeveryone.ggo.bid. Click the Start Bidding button in the upper right-hand corner of the screen, then select Create an Account and enter your email address. Once a confirmation email is sent to you, you'll be able to fill in your contact information and your credit card information. Please take this time now to get yourself set up, 2 screens, both devices, and get yourself registered to donate. We'll be starting at 5 p.m. sharp. Hello, good evening everyone. Bienvenidos a todos. Welcome to Innovation Law Lab's very first online gala entitled Home for Everyone, where we gather online in support of Innovation Law Lab's essential programs that provide assistance to migrants seeking asylum during this pandemic. My name is Hannah Davis and I will be your MC for the evening. We welcome all of our sponsors and all of our guests, our supporters, tuning in from all around the world and all around the country. We are here to support Innovation Law Lab's annual fundraiser event. Our program tonight is only about 30 minutes long, so don't worry, we're not going to keep you here all night. We'll end our time together with a performance by the Latinx rock and roll band Making Movies. Be sure to stick around for that. We want to start out by thanking our sponsors for the evening. Thank you very much to Holland and Knight, Paulson Coletti Trial Attorneys PC, Perkins Coie, ACLU of Oregon, Stoll Byrne, Prialto, Sugarman Law Office, On Point Community Credit Union, Columbia Sportswear, Love Bottle, Sun Blossom Farm, and of course, KBOO Community Radio. Thank you all so very much. Now, before we begin, I'd like to offer some tips to guide you through the donation process this evening. So, please open up a second tab for donating. Some of you have already done this. Or open up the event website on a second device, like your phone or your tablet, perhaps. You're going to use one of these to watch the event, and you're going to use the other tab to go ahead and donate when the time comes. Next, I'll need you to create your account for donating if you haven't done so already. So, if you'll bear with me, on your second tab, go to our event website, click the big button that says Register to Donate. Then, you're going to want to click the upper right corner and that says Start Bidding. And then you'll click the green Create an Account button. So it's Start Bidding, and then it's Create an Account, or log in if you've previously created an account. So take a moment to make sure that you're registered, that you're all ready to participate, and keep in mind that if you have any questions throughout this evening or any tech issues, you can call or text 657-201-8292. That's 657-201-8292. Or you can ask for help in the live stream chat. As you all know, Innovation Law Lab is a nonprofit organization comprising lawyers, coders, and organizers. By leveraging the power of advocacy, technology, and the law, Innovation Law Lab is able to transform the way we defend the rights of immigrants and refugees across the United States, in remote immigrant detention camps, as well as along the U.S. and Mexico border. Having access to information, legal education, and legal representation is the most impactful way of building power for immigrants facing deportation. Innovation Law Lab's team is also at the forefront of fighting in federal court some of the current administration's largest, most aggressive, and white supremacist policies. Thank you for joining us here tonight in support of Innovation Law Lab's significant work, creating radical and life-saving systems, of support for migrants and refugees from around the world. Our theme for this evening is Home for Everyone. As we recognize the changing nature of our social and philanthropic gatherings during COVID, we also raise awareness regarding the particular struggles that COVID-19 presents for immigrants who are subjected to cruel, inhospitable detention centers, and they're often prevented from reaching their new homes. We know, all of us know, that we must push back against inhumane systems in order to make way for something new. This evening, I invite you to envision a society, a community, a home where diverse individuals are cared for, where they're physically and emotionally safe, a community that accepts and honors individuals and their backgrounds, a community steadfast in its belief that unabashed care and tenderness and tenacity truly are the American way. Tonight, we are gathered from around the country to generously support Innovation Law Lab. There are a few ways you can connect with our other guests tonight. First, you can use the chat window to the right of this video to say hello to everybody, to cheer each other on, even say hello to some of our Innovation Law Lab staff who are standing by. Second, remember to use the hashtag HomeForEveryone2020 to share selfies of you at home with your gala setup. I'm sure you have on your formal wear. And last but not least, you can give critical funds to support the essential work that Innovation Law Lab provides to create a just immigration system and to help release people from detention. Next, I am happy to introduce Stephen, Executive Director of Innovation Law Lab, with some words from the Law Lab team.
Not too long ago, I was in immigration court, speaking with this gentleman who had fled from Honduras to the United States, who was bravely testifying about his claim for asylum. I was asking him questions in this back and forth on what is called direct examination in court. And we were nearing the end of his testimony, his story, the official formal process for telling his story, when I asked him about the scar that ran along his arm. And he said, "This scar, I have one inside of me too." And he paused, and he pointed to the scar again, and he said, "This scar reminds me that I survived, and that I am surviving. No es que la vida es más fácil después, es que creo que soy más fuerte," he said. "Tengo que ser más fuerte." Because it isn't just for me, he said, it's for my family. And in 2020, it seemed like everything got harder. That we are in the midst of a global pandemic that has devastated Black and Brown communities in the United States and abroad. That the pandemic became a pretext for shutting the border to people fleeing persecution and shuttering our family reunification system. That ICE is used as detention spaces that magnify the deadly impact of COVID on immigrant and refugee communities. We are experiencing an autocratic attempt perpetrated by Donald Trump. We've witnessed and experienced white supremacy's perpetuation of state violence against BIPOC communities. And in 2020, things also became clear. Fundamentally, it has become clear that there has to be a home for everyone.
COVID-19 has not been easy for anyone, and we must remember that the folks who are being forcibly detained with little to no public health measures are also a part of our community. ICE and its detention centers tend to act like black boxes, and it's very difficult to see what goes on a normal day, and much less so during the midst of a global health crisis. Right now, our projects are acting as a conduit for folks who are on the inside of these black boxes.
Behind me is one of the many private prisons where ICE detains and tortures migrant persons held in their custody simply for being who they are. This is one of the many facilities responsible for participating in acts of family separation, medical malpractice and horrific acts, physical torture, psychological torture, and of course, the detention of migrants is certainly used for the fomentation of fear and hate in our communities.
Necesitamos que alguien nos ayude, por favor, que todo el que vea este video que lo comparta para ver si llega a manos de alguien que nos pueda ayudar. Tenemos mucho miedo de estar encerradas aquí y morir. Aquí vemos, somos hijas, somos madres, somos esposas, necesitamos la libertad. Por favor, que nos ayuden con grillete, bajo palabra, como sea, pero que nos saquen de acá, por favor.
Your participation, your contributions, and you being a member of the Innovation Law Lab community and allowing Innovation Law Lab to be a part of the amazing communities to which you belong facilitates our work in these places. Thank you for the amazing hard work that you do, for the amazing person that you are. We'll see you in La Lucha.
There must be a home for everyone. To every young and old couple, to every father and mother, every hopeful child, every explorer and teacher, every worker and every maker, to every individual who dares to move across the face of the earth, it is time to say, welcome home. Thank you for being here. Enjoy the evening.
Wow. Thank you so much, Stephen, Ian, and Mari, plus those brave women sharing their stories from in detention. Thank you for grounding our work here together tonight in the critical actions that Innovation Law Lab is taking. Next, we have a word of support and inspiration from Senator Jeff Merkley, who has been one of our strongest advocates in Congress for immigrant rights.
Greetings to supporters of Innovation Law Lab. I'm Senator Jeff Merkley. I cannot begin to tell you how impressed I am with the work that ILL is doing to protect the rights of immigrants and refugees who are coming to our borders in search of safety, security, and opportunity. Over the past few years, so many immigrants and refugees fleeing violence and persecution have been met here in America with callousness and cruelty. The Trump administration has effectively snuffed out Lady Liberty's torch, a beacon of hope that has burned bright for generations of migrants. That's why when I heard Attorney General Sessions suggest that America should mistreat immigrants as a strategy of deterrence, I was horrified and felt I had to check it out personally because I couldn't really believe that any American administration would deliberately choose to mistreat people. I flew to the border the following weekend and found the Trump administration was engaged in the horrific practice of ripping children out of their parents' arms, locking them up in cages and in child prisons. I've done all I can ever since to shine a bright light on Trump's treatment of immigrants and do all I can to end this situation. When I learned about the asylum seekers, including fathers separated from their children that were being incarcerated at Sheridan Corrections Facility in unacceptable conditions, I worked to shine a light on that as well. In both those efforts and in so many others, the Innovation Law Lab has been a key ally in this fight for immigrant justice. By harnessing the talent and dedication of coders, lawyers, activists, and more, ILL is continuing to stand up for those in need and continuing the struggle to relight Lady Liberty's torch. Because of ILL, 100% of asylum seekers at Sheridan who presented credible fear claims won their cases. Because of ILL and the Equity Corps, those in our state who are facing deportation have access to free legal help and free medical and mental health resources. That's not true in many other parts of the country. And thanks to ILL's work on the Oregon Worker Relief Fund, immigrant workers impacted by COVID-19, who are otherwise excluded from federal and state safety nets, can get the help they need to weather this pandemic. Between the ongoing health crisis, the Trump administration's continued cruelty towards migrants and refugees, and the ugliness that the president's words and actions have unleashed on our country, the work that ILL is doing is far from over, and it's more critical than ever. But thanks in no small part to all of you, Oregon is proudly leading the way and serving as an inspiration to other states on immigrant justice. So keep up the good work. Keep fighting to build a better world. And together, let's relight Lady Liberty's torch.
Thank you so much for the support, Senator Jeff Merkley. I know that everybody at Innovation Law Lab is grateful for your dedication and work on behalf of immigrant communities. Thank you so much for being here. Next, we've got finally, folks are here to share with you tonight an interview with one of the hundreds, even thousands of individuals served by Innovation Law Lab's work. We're going to hear from Brian. Please join us in hearing Brian's story and Brian's difficult journey to safety.
Dormíamos alrededor de 40, 45 hombres en nuestros cuartos, todos dormimos literalmente en el piso. Yo duré 2 días durmiendo en el baño. Era algo sumamente horrible porque pues todos éramos, en ese momento estábamos puros hombres, todos llegaban y orinaban y era horrible porque no nos bañábamos. Yo duré 5 días ahí, había hombres que tenían muchísimo más tiempo. El calor, el frío en la noche era insoportable, perdíamos la noción del tiempo, no sabíamos si era de día, era de noche. Nos prepararon en la mañana cuando nos iban a trasladar, nos pusieron cadenas en los pies, cadenas en las cinturas, cadenas en los brazos. Era algo sumamente estresante porque no teníamos comunicación con nadie sabíamos dónde, con nuestras familias, amigos de primero no sabíamos dónde estábamos, la comida era mala, no podíamos dormir en las noches, los policías llegaban y nos revisaban a mitad de la noche que teníamos algo, no teníamos nada, nos ponían inyección, nos pusieron una ocasión una inyección, nos daban medicamento para matar no sé qué, un virus, no un virus, sino era una comezón que traían muchos de otros países. Era algo completamente muy distinto de tener tú una vida normal, una vida pues más o menos pues lo que hace todo el mundo que se levanta a trabajar, todo de la noche a la mañana cambiar y estar pasando por todo este cambio que en verdad te afecta mucho, aunque tú te quieras hacer el fuerte. Todos nos hacíamos los fuertes en ese momento, pero muchos se quebraban y muchos lloraban y se desesperaban porque era algo sumamente horrible estar encerrado entre tantas paredes y entre tantos, era algo súper horrible. Muchos hombres lloraban por sus hijos, los que no tenían hijos lloraban por sus mujeres, y había muchos que eran hombres. Yo era de las personas más jóvenes de este tiempo. Los que eran hombres que ya tenían sus hijos, había varios que lloraban por sus hijos y a nosotros al verlos a ellos, nosotros nos sentíamos igual, porque decíamos, wow, ¿cómo puede ser que nos estén tratando de esta manera si no hemos hecho nada? Solo estamos tratando de proteger nuestra vida, proteger a nuestra familia. ¿Por qué hacen esto? Yo duré alrededor de 4 meses exactamente ahí. Después de que yo salí, wow, fue como que... No, en verdad, yo recuerdo ese día y fue como que porque todo el tiempo teníamos un uniforme color amarillo. Cuando salí ya traías ropa normal, que ya veías otro color que no era amarillo todos los días por 4 meses. Wow, fue increíble. Yo recuerdo cuando yo salí y vi la puerta, yo quise correr, quise hasta besar el piso literal, porque ya era como que, ya estoy libre. Pues sí, ya yo empecé a contar mi historia y estuvo mis abogados, tuve 2 abogados y yo y el juez. Y yo empecé a platicar mi historia y ya él me preguntaba muchas cosas, el abogado del gobierno y el juez, hasta que ya mis abogados, el abogado del gobierno y el juez llegaron a un acuerdo, y ya después, como a los 10 minutos, el juez me empezó a explicar reglas de lo que era y él me dijo, bienvenido a los Estados Unidos de Norteamérica. Dijo, pues que has ganado. Cuando a mí me dijo eso, wow, en verdad me entraron como unas ganas. Yo literal me solté llorando, lloraron mi abogada y unas personas que estaban ahí conmigo apoyándome, porque muchas personas, gracias a Dios, me han apoyado todo este tiempo, me han apoyado. Que sin esas grandísimas personas, pues ni yo ni cualquier otras personas no hubiésemos llegado y estar donde estamos ahorita. Las personas que este programa me han puesto, wow, yo en verdad digo, yo sin estas personas y sin este programa, que los abogados y la que me ayudó, sin ellos, wow, yo en verdad yo no sé dónde estuviera. Yo no estuviera ni aquí ni allá, no sé la verdad. En verdad son unas personas que en particular a mí me cambiaron la vida por completo. En verdad es algo increíble.
and every donor and thank each and every one of you donating. And to get us started, our first level of donating this evening is $5,000. Do we have any generous soul able, willing to donate $5,000? Donating at the $5,000 level can help Innovation Law Lab in incredible ways. I want to remind you what $5,000 can do. $5,000 will help ensure that folks like Brian have a safe place to sleep, have a safe place to live. Folks like Brian who are fighting for refugee protections in a complex, adversarial, and oppressive immigration court system. $5,000 ensures access to high-quality legal representation and therefore the best chance at justice, safety, and a new home. Please, please join us in donating at the $5,000 level this evening. I know that COVID-19 has presented us with massive layoffs, an entirely different economic situation than we were expecting. So giving at any level this evening is exactly what we need from you. This $5,000 level is very special and it funds essential work that Innovation Law Lab is doing. We'll give you a couple more moments for those reaching into their pocketbooks and donating to us, to Innovation Law Lab, $5,000 this evening. Wonderful. We've got a couple, I see a couple $5,000 donations coming in. Thank you. Incredible. Incredible. We've got Cameron Maddell. Please excuse me if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, Cameron. Giving at the $5,000 level. Thank you, Cameron. That's incredible. Thank you. Next, we want to move on to the $2,500 level this evening. Who is able, willing to generously give to Innovation Law Lab this evening for $2,500? That's $2,500, and at this level, Innovation Law Lab's team of engineers are able to create software that builds power for migrant families. There has never been a more pivotal moment to build tech for justice. For example, under the pandemic, Innovation Law Lab's coders have built statewide infrastructure for the Oregon Worker Relief Fund. This Oregon Worker Relief Fund has dispersed over 22 million public dollars to those who are the backbone of our industries and communities, but have been excluded from safety net programs due to their immigration status. We are giving right now, this evening, at the $2,500 level. The $2,500 level. I want to thank Stephen Manning. Thank you so much, Stephen, donating at the $2,500 level. I'd like to thank Christina Jean Holm. Thank you, Christina, for donating at the $2,500 level. Not to be outdone, we've got Kara and Kevin Stone donating at the $2,500 level. Kara and Kevin, thank you. Thank you very much. Do we have any other brave souls willing to donate $2,500 to Innovation Law Lab as they defend immigrant rights? Thank you so much, Kara and Kevin, Christina, and Stephen. Thank you very much. Folks, our next donation level is $1,000, a clean, easy $1,000. It's easy for some of us. I think we have lots of folks eager to give at this level. So let me tell you, requesting asylum before an immigration judge is like a game of high-stakes Russian roulette. Can you believe that some courts deny over 98% of asylum cases? 98% of asylum cases, some courts deny that many. No matter the facts in your case, no matter the law, Innovation Law Lab's team is on the ground in these hostile jurisdictions, providing support for refugees and for their families. $1,000 will go a long way in helping ILL, their team, continue virtual legal education workshops for underrepresented asylum seekers so that they don't miss any of their filing deadlines, so that they're able to fight, so that they're able to fight their case and even appeal if they lose. $1,000 can do that. Without this important support, families are fighting this administration's deportation machine alone. And that's unacceptable. Join in donating at the $1,000 level. Now, who do we have to thank? Let's take a look here. At the $1,000 level, I see we've got these coming in. Well, while we're waiting for that, hey, how about Peter Broberg at the $50 level? Peter, rock on. Thank you so much. Ann Zawoski, and Gracie Willis. Thank you so much for your generous support. Maxine, thank you for your support. Come on, folks, I know we can get a couple more people here at the $1,000 level. $1,000 for Innovation Law Lab, their essential work. $1,000 from Freddie and Yesenia Gallardo Avila. Thank you. Thank you very much. Ooh, we've got $1,000 from Melissa Crow as well. Thank you, Melissa. Wonderful. Let's get a couple more $1,000 donations in here before we move on. This is looking great, everybody. Thank you so much. We've got, ooh, look at that. We are $35,000 into our total raised. Are you kidding me? $35,000. This is incredible. Your last chance here to donate at the $1,000 level and receive a shout out from yours truly. Great. Our next donation level is $500. Whoa. Okay, so I'm excited to announce that if you decide to hop in at this level, you can enter to receive one of 4 exclusive autographed wine aerators from Tribella, and they'll even ship to your house. These devices speed up wine aeration, and they're small, they're elegant, they're easy to use. If you were thinking about donating more and want to get on this wine aerator, you can donate now for a chance to win. But you got to donate at least $500. Ha! And you can enter for a chance to win the Tribella wine aerator. $500. Ooh, donations coming in at the $500 level. $500 for Innovation Law Lab, their first online annual gala. Let's make this a big success, folks. $500 donations coming in. Our goal tonight, by the way, $50,000. I think we can do better. I'd like to see us reach $65,000. I'd really like to show strong support for Innovation Law Lab tonight. We're well on our way to that $50,000 goal, but I think we can do better. I think we can do $65K, maybe even $70K. Let's do it. Next, we're going to donate at the $250 level. And it looks like if you hop in now and donate $250 or more, you'll be entered into a raffle to win one of 2 exclusive Columbia Sportswear backpacks. They were donated to our event tonight. So a raffle for one of 2 Columbia Sportswear backpacks with a donation of $250 to Innovation Law Lab. It also looks like, folks, if you donate now for the rest of the evening, you will be entered to receive some discount passes for either the online Columbia employee store or for Portland's employee store, depending on if you're located in Portland or not, of course. So we have accessible options for folks tuning in from out of town. How about that? Join in now at the $250 level. If you were considering donating and you can receive both a backpack and the employee store pass, let's clarify that. If you do that and donate at the $250 level, yes, you can be entered to win a backpack and you can receive the employee store pass. Coming in at the $250 level, my apologies if I mispronounce your name. I will do my very best. Thank you, Sarah Flanagan at the $250 level. Wonderful. Thank you, Paloma Norris York, giving at the $250 level. Thank you so much. Other donations coming in at $250. I see Martha Lara donating at the $150 level. Thank you so much, Martha. Very much appreciated. Brian, thank you, Brian Wegener. Doug Holmgren, we appreciate you as well. Doug Holmgren, thank you. All right, folks. Last chance to donate at the $250 level. Moving on, we have the $100 level donations. I know that there are folks out there who might be excited about giving but haven't yet, and now's the time to click that button. $100, easy peasy. Click that button now. Oh, and here they go. Okay, the $100 donations coming in. This is great. Anybody that's able to pitch in at the $100 level will be entered into a raffle to receive Innovation Law Lab t-shirt made exclusively for this event. The theme is Unbuild the Wall, and it was a cover design done by local artist Roger Pete. Roger graciously allowed us use of his design for the event. Thank you so much, Roger. That's really cool. This is an awesome shirt, too. I'd be excited to hop in this one, even if I'd already donated. You can donate again. Did you know? Oh, those $100 donations are coming in. Beautiful. Miss Jane M. Lawson. Thank you, Jane. Thank you so much. Lillian and Kyle. Not to be missed. Not to be missed. Thank you, Lillian and Kyle. Here we go. The $100 donations. This is really incredible work, folks. And you're here on a Friday night. Not that you could go anywhere else. But you're here on a Friday night. We really appreciate you being here. We appreciate you giving at whatever level feels comfortable, whatever level feels accessible, whatever level speaks to you, because you know that each dollar is going to an essential cause. Diane Iden, thank you for your generous support, Diane. We appreciate you. Wonderful. Thank you so much, folks. Keep those $100 donations coming. $100 for Innovation Law Lab. Moving on. We're now ready to donate at the $50 level. And now we're asking you, if you have the ability, and we're waiting for your chance, now's the time to donate. Now is the time, $50 level. You can help us reach our goal by donating just $50, if that's what you can manage tonight. Those of you that are joining us at the $50 level or more right now will be eligible to receive a specially designed, hand-painted water bottle from Love Bottle, a local Portland company. I've seen them, they're pretty cool. They have that flip top, and I kind of want to put my kombucha in there and give it as a gift. These are locally designed bottles. They're made in the US. You can even choose your style if you donate now. So if you hop in at this level, you can get a Love Bottle shipped anywhere, anywhere in the world, anywhere at all. All right, those of you donating at the $50 level, let's check in on some of these donations. Folks donating at the $50 level. I got some folks coming in at $100 as well, too. Thank you. Thank you, Tech Delay. $50 for Innovation Law Lab. This is one of our most accessible donation levels. Thank you, Mary Slayton. Did I shout you out before? You gave $1,000. Thank you, Mary. $50 donations coming in at our goal of $50,000. Let me remind you folks that we're at $38,025 at this very moment. We need your help to get to our goal of $50,000, to surpass our goal of $50,000. $50 donations are coming in. We are so glad you're here. I was thinking about some COVID jokes, and I was thinking like perhaps I spent the last 14 days in this studio, or I'm entirely alone in a completely sealed building. No air gets in or out, and unless we raise $50,000, I can't leave. That's not true. None of that's true. $50 donors, we've got Teresa Smith. Teresa, thank you. We appreciate your $50 going to Innovation Law Lab's essential programming. You rock. Thank you. I've got $100 here from Hisako Asaki. Thank you. Thank you very much. Wonderful. Wonderful. Help us reach our goal of $50,000. Wonderful, folks. Thank you so very much. About to close out our donating level of $50. $50. Incredible. Thank you so much, everybody. Your generosity, of course, it's appreciated. Your time at this event, of course, is appreciated. Now, before I send you live to Juarez, Chihuahua, Mexico, for our words of closing from our Innovation Law Lab staff, I want to offer my thanks. I want to offer my thanks for the time here. I want to offer my thanks to our Innovation Law Lab staff. And I want to tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Hannah Davis. I offer sliding scale MC and event consulting services to small and medium-sized nonprofits here in the Portland area. But of course, with these digital times, we can expand those services across the United States. So if you'd like to talk with me about emceeing your online gala or your event here local to Portland, you can visit my website at Hannah, that's H-A-N-N-A, Davis.net. That's HANNADAVIS.net. Now, ideally, we reach that $50,000 mark immediately. We reach that $60,000 goal immediately. But you may not, we may not this evening. And if we do, you'll be sure that in a follow-up email from the Innovation Law Lab staff, they're going to be able to tell you just how much we raised. Whether we made it past that $50,000 mark and made it right up to $60,000, 65, 70, with your help, we can make this happen. So, we are about to head right to Chihuahua, Mexico, to hear from the Innovation Law Lab staff. And without further ado, I want to send you to Andrea. Andrea, take it away, please.
Hola a todos. Hola, ¿cómo están? Bienvenidos. It is so exciting to be here. All of those donations really get your blood pumping. I'm like super excited right here from my living room. My name is Andrea Cecilia González, and I'm calling from la famosa frontera de Ciudad Juárez, Chihuahua, Mexico, which is just south of El Paso, Texas. I am program coordinator with Innovation Law Lab, and I'm just so excited to be here and be able to speak to all of you guys. Thank you so much for being with us today, and thank you for taking the time of your busy life. Thank you for taking the time in the middle of a pandemic to be present with us today. Today, we are celebrating everything that us as an organization, together as a community, have accomplished. But we're also here to acknowledge the much work that is still needed. Thank you for all of the donations, but we still have a long way to go to reach our goal. Remember that everything collected today is going directly to Innovation Law Lab. You're helping us, you're supporting us to fulfill our goals as an organization, as a whole. You're helping applicants such as Brian that we heard from him today, and you're helping them to receive the much needed support that they need to navigate this impossible immigration system we have. Please continue to support, please continue to donate. Every dollar you give is making a difference. Of course, I also want to take the time to thank Hannah Davis, our amazing MC. She's done such a wonderful job tonight. I also want to thank Peter Corvallis Productions for making tonight's live stream possible. And we want to thank Mark Hailstone from Hailstone & Hailstone, LLC. Of course, I also want to thank Innovation Law Lab's amazing board for your dedication. And I want to thank our entire team for the incredible work you do every single day, defending the human rights of migrants and refugees. Thank you so much. It's been such a powerful afternoon, but we're not quite done yet, okay? Up next, on tonight's program, we would have an exclusive performance from Making Movies. Making Movies is an international Latin rock and roll band known for its innovative approach to music, which is inspired by American and Latin cultures. They are inspired by community work and activism in the United States and abroad. So from their Panamanian and Mexican heritage to their fusion of international sounds and genres. Making Movies melts reinterpretations of actually cumbia, mambo, son, and salsa, and they mix it with blues and rock and roll. as well as Mexican and Panamanian folklore. Please help me welcome the amazing Making Movies.
Saludos, mi nombre es Enrique.
Yo soy Juan Carlos.
Y nosotros somos parte de Making Movies. We're part of a band called Making Movies. It's an amazing honor to be here at this event. The work that Innovation Law Lab does is so important. Please support it. And it's dear to our hearts. I was born in Panama. I'm an immigrant to the United States. And we have, Juan Carlos' family from Mexico, we have been working through our music, through Juan Carlos' family's folkloric dance, through our outreach to the community to impact and empower immigrant youth, because we know that there's so much injustice. And so the work that Innovation Law Lab does is like the nearest and dearest thing to our hearts. So keep doing what you do, keep leveraging technology and leveraging all these amazingly talented people and this amazing insights to help people at the border and to help immigrant families get through this, because if we really look at it, we're all immigrants and we're all part of this mankind, and we all deserve the right to be safe and to raise our families and to have meaningful employment. And that brings us to the song I'm going to play. This song was born out of our friendship with Ruben Blades. Ruben liked our music, started to collaborate with us, and he gave us a song. He said, I wrote this with Lou Reed in 1987, something like that, in the late 80s. He's like, we never did anything with it, but the message seems timely for today. I think you all will feel that too. This song is called Delilah. Made a run to her side for the promises of pleasure, like a kid on a ride. Yeah, well, I completely forgot home. A coyote led the way through the desert's burning sun. Still remember how it felt, yeah, to be reborn. 'Cause I was stranded for the love of Delilah. Well, I was beaten, fingerprinted for the love of Delilah. I was sworn in for the love of Delilah. Well, I was beaten, then deported for the love of Delilah. Met Delilah long ago. She seduced me with her song, and I swore I'd never rest, yeah, till I won her love. When the migrant chopper came, my song turned to a scream. Wheel of Fortune ran me down, yeah. I wasn't wishing for this thing when I was branded for the love of Delilah. Well, I was beaten, fingerprinted for the love of Delilah. I was sworn in for the love of Delilah. Well, I was beaten, fingerprinted, deported for the love of Delilah. con Juan Carlos. Delilah, I love that song. This next tune is a Making Movies song. It's a song that I wrote about missing home, missing Panama, wanting to be around my loved ones. Which is a feeling that, man, during this time, I think we can all feel that a little bit. The song's called Tormenta. Quiero ver mi familia esta Navidad. Quiero hablar con mi abuelo, hoy la verdad, porque el frío me atormenta. Quiero ver la marea y sentir la humedad. Ver tus ojos marrones otra vez más, porque el frío me atormenta. Sí, el frío me atormenta. No quiero estar perdido. No quiero estar perdido. Quiero ver mi familia en carnaval, entre tus brazos tiernos, bailar sin parar, porque el frío me atormenta. Sí, el frío me atormenta. No quiero estar perdido. No quiero estar perdido. Yo quiero estar contigo. Despiértame. Yo quiero saber qué va a pasar conmigo. Yo puedo crecer, cambiar este sonido. Yo puedo entender. No quiero estar perdido. Quiero ver mi familia esta Navidad. Quiero hablar con mi abuelo, oír la verdad, porque el frío me atormenta. Thank you all so much. Hope to see you soon. Stay safe, everybody.